In the news this week, Parliament marks the passing of the Queen. The Scottish Government is warned not to go ahead with its proposed changes to gender recognition legislation. And the Christian Institute launches a new youth edition of its popular Living Christianity Bible study series. Hello. Tributes to Her Majesty the Queen's Christian faith continue to flood in from public figures across the UK. At Westminster, Nick Fletcher said she showed the rest of the world what a life in Christ looked like. A life of faith, hope, and most importantly, love. The Archbishop of York, Stephen Cottrell, told peers the Queen's service came from her profound faith in the one who said, "I am among you as one who serves." Darren Miller told the Senate Her Majesty had pledged to serve God in the best way that she could and championed the Christian faith that was so central to her life. Writing for the Acton Institute, Christian Institute Chairman Reverend Dr. Richard Turnbull said the Queen was the epitome of humility and service and sustained through much turmoil by faith. We give thanks to God for her life and faith. May she rest in peace and rise in glory. Westminster is seeking legal advice on the Scottish Government's plans to allow people as young as 16 to change their legal sex by self-declaration. Equality Hub, which works within the UK Cabinet Office, said it is exploring the impact of Scotland's Gender Recognition Reform Bill on the rights of residents in the rest of the UK. Policy analysis group Murray Blackburn Mackenzie warned the bill puts women's rights at risk. Writing in The Scotsman, the group said the bill would make changing legal sex open to many more people, with scant protections and minimal regulation. A man who claimed he was discriminated against because of his support for Rangers Football Club has lost his case. Edward McClung claimed he was not offered further work by construction firm Doosan Babcock and recruitment agency NRL because he was a Rangers fan. McClung called his devotion to the club a belief, which is as important to me as someone who has a religion. But employment judge Lucy Wiseman ruled that his devotion was a lifestyle choice and not a philosophical belief protected under law. She explained it does not have the required level of cogency, seriousness, cohesion and importance, with no larger consequences for humanity as a whole. And finally, a new youth edition of our popular Bible study series, Living Christianity, has just been launched.
Welcome to this short study series where we're going to examine what it means to live as a Christian in today's world. Society tells us to keep our faith private, but we're going to explore the incredible impact of the gospel's transforming power in every area of life.
Adapted from the original flagship series, it provides engaging and biblically faithful content to help young believers aged around 11 to 16 to follow Jesus in every area of life. Its strong focus on the Bible gives a foundation for tackling many of the controversies young people face today, including in politics, gender identity, and sexual ethics. The original series went on sale in 2019 with sales exceeding 10,000, but the new youth version is available for free. The Institute's Kieran Kelly was closely involved in its development.
Living Christianity Youth is aimed at 11 to 16-year-olds, but whilst the presentation has changed, the content hasn't, and it still has the same mission as the original edition to make people conscious of the fact that the Lordship of Jesus affects every area of life. If we're going to love our neighbours, that has an outworking in society, and it doesn't duck the difficult issues like sexual ethics and gender identity, these kind of issues that young people are struggling with, but it has a wider purpose to equip them with a biblical worldview that makes their faith relevant to every area of life. And I'm very pleased that the feedback so far has been so positive.
Well, that's all for this week. For regular updates and information on all of our stories, plus much more, visit our website at christian.org.uk. Until next time, goodbye.